Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Neremik, and well, yep, you already know what's happening. This is the final episode of Skymetro for numerous reasons, or all about to explain this. Half this episode is going to be me saying goodbye to the island, giving a nice little tour, and half it's going to be an explanation. I think as well, we might as well begin the nice little tour. We've achieved a lot on this island. You know, it's definitely been through a long time, but I think it's finally time to let this series go because, oh my, I'll get to that in a bit, but first of all, that is one nice pillar. Just the pillar's nice, and nether wolf on as we go harvest this one last time. The thing is, as most of you know, my recording partner for this series literally just decided to up and stop recording, and that was completely his own opinion. We were a complete fan of that. I was like, yeah, sure, you've quit, that's cool. And then it was just that. He finished, he left, and that was that. So he left. That was one of the few reasons why I'm actually quitting. Of course, it's not the big reason. Yeah. Anyway, Netherwolf Farm's done. Here's the original cobblestone generator, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's got the same design. There's some slime blocks everywhere as well. This cactus farm took me forever, and it's made me so much money. Here are little spawners that I never could figure out about the stack sizes. And now I'm learning about. Yeah, but I might as well explain it now while I go and walk around the island and get my final load of money, I guess. But basically, so my reporting part on the left, that was one of the few sort of mini reasons, but there are a whole lot more which are impending. I think another reason is that, for those of you who don't know, the sort of cool thing about this series is that it would slowly be filmed throughout the week. Most of you probably knew from the beginning that was a very bad idea because I nailed it for the first 2 weeks. I completely nailed it. And then I realised I have other series to try and accomplish, and it was either I could go on Skymetro every day, which would burn me out a lot faster, but it'd make the content have a new and interesting spin on it, which I think these few episodes have at least accomplished to an extent. So I think, you know, this series has definitely achieved what it wanted to do, and that's fine. But it burned me out like hell. Like I said, I could have done this over numerous episodes, but I felt as if I had that immediate spike in sort of progress immediately, it might pull people a bit faster. Of course, if I spread that progress over, I would eventually run out, and I would have gone more with the series in a similar way to how I did with Smooth Operators, where the game wasn't necessarily too bad, but rather I'd just been on it for so long and I wanted to do other things. So, that's one thing. The other reason is that I want to play a different game. Like, there's no way I'm able to keep Skyblock going for the whole series. And that leads me on to another thing. Another YouTuber has begun recording. The person who introduced me to the server, Target 3D Gaming, has come back, and I feel as if I have fulfilled my role in actually, you know, well, doing this series. I feel as though I filled the void of Skymetro content, and I think that's just one of the few reasons. We still have a few more. Now, here we are. Here's my literal blueprint trash. Here's my good stuff. Just one thing. Here's the little signs that I made for Master Scare to try and find stuff which he never did. And there's still a hole in the ceiling for some reason. I'd fix that, but I don't think I'm coming back. So, if I ever do come back, I'll see if I fall into the same sort of trap of Wandering Man's Blind Wall. Another big reason, probably one of the biggest reasons, is that, like I said, I could have planned out all this progress, but like I said, I've hit a brick wall because the only progress I can make now is expanding the farms and repeating. Now, I could have done this, I could have done building. That's not what Skyblock is about. It's all about being productive, and I feel as if you hit a certain point where eventually it becomes repetitive, which is something I definitely did do. I definitely began to get the feeling as if, okay, I'm repeating things this episode, and that repetition, I suppose it leads on to the final one. Is that like, this was too big a thing for me to try and take on, and again, I had never planned for this series to be ridiculously long, but I mean, that series takes a lot out of you, considering like you have to always be ready to record when anything happens, because like I said, you'd see that progressive week's progress and then upload on Monday. The issue is, again, with school, you know, the content, while it was good, like, it began to get repetitive, and in order to make that content, say, like, last a little longer, I would have to be AFKing constantly, which is something I don't want to put my computer through. My poor computer, I could be mining Bitcoin from like around that time. But I don't want to put my computer through having to AFK or myself, because I'd get bored. I'd just come back and be like, oh yeah. But eventually I'd have to save up for the ridiculously overpriced dying golem spawners, which is pretty much the final reason I left, is because I could have made other mob farms, but I wouldn't necessarily be making any progress. Because the money to get that first creep spawner took like at least, I'm going to say 3-4 episodes, and I only managed to pay half of that, why it took the other half. But once I got that, I felt as if I could just AFK it away, and just AFKing in itself and seeing barely any results yield from that it pretty much put a damper on the whole set of my progress. Now, I would go and harvest the sugarcane farm if I could be bothered, but I think I might as well go ahead and look around White's house. Like I said, White did quit. It's kind of sad. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all this stuff. If you comment your IGN and the time, maybe we can sort out something. Obviously I won't give away White in case he wants to come back, but I don't see myself coming back. I might well download this, because I do have some fond memories of being on here, I'll admit that. I do. But can I offhand? I can still not offhand. But I think for our final episode we might as well try and make a huge sale, because like I said, I've made the profit, well, I've used the profit boxes, I bought the for the one thing, I think I might as well get some use out of it. I can actually just grab everything from down here now, can't I? I feel stupid. But yeah, I have the feeling that I'm not exactly the best Skyblock player or the best cosmetic person. Like, I have the feeling I fell in between as well. Again, another reason I am not particularly good at Skyblock. I just did it because it seemed fun. But like I said, I don't think Skyblock's one of those series you can necessarily maintain. Like, you know, there was no real set goal. I could have tried to do those initial Skyblock challenges that are given to you on the Minecraft forum, but I don't know, it never seemed like, of course I like computers, but I wish there was so, it feels as if something was there, like, it feels as if something was there, like, the foundations were there, but it never feels as if they went through. Like, I'd love to have a nice little computer minigame for all I know, you know, it just felt as if the stuff was there, you know, substance on the server, but it never felt as if it was, like, a full experience, you know, like, I would have loved the server to be a bit more, you know, sort of engaged. Like, I never really felt engaged as well. So I suppose I'm ending off the series with 111,000. And now, I was told by White to wait for him on the server, so, I mean, I guess, though, this is it. I suppose I need a screen, I need a thumbnail for this thing. Again, thumbnails, absolute hell, as was rendering. Rendering, big issue. Like, if I couldn't get one video out, I would be so fussy about getting the rest out, and I'd procrastinate for days. But having it, like, this go on and off slowly in the background to get it chipped to a small amount to my recording time, I could have recorded Justice Roll, for example. Or, you know, Thrillville, the biggest lacking behind series that my channel's ever seen. So there was that. The render times especially, they stopped me from recording, like, anything else. But I suppose, like all good things, this had to come to an end one day, and I decided, you know, hey, Max, bro, stand here. I suppose it would eventually end regardless, which is, it sort of eases my mind to know I'm not necessarily leaving. I know this is one of the bigger series on my channel, which is why I am particularly not wanting to leave it, because I feel as if I'm letting down more people, but it's a decision that, well, I was thinking about for a while, but yeah. But I suppose this final reason is that I want to play Zero Escape. Like I said, I was going to replace this series anyway. Like, it was coming not because of anything, I was initially going to replace it with Doki Doki, and, you know, I wanted to get that done over with, but that was free, and I recently had enough money to buy all the Zero Escape games, and I feel like it would just be a waste to not play them now. And I mean, this was the only spot that I could really remove this time. I don't feel as if Thrillville's reached a satisfying conclusion. Sims especially, that has like at least a few more episodes to go, so, you know, this is the only series I could really say I've done my best, but this is a series I don't feel happy in continuing. I'm pretty sure you saw it in the previous episode. I built a little shop, and that was it. I think me finally building that was my submittal to, right, I can't do any more Skyblock things, I'm Skyblocked out. So I tried to do something different, but I don't feel as if I can ramble on for any longer, because there's nothing more to ramble on about. That is the black and white, plain simple text of this place. Now, I remember that second episode, the one I put so much stuff into. I always went on about these supply crates, and I was raving about how much stuff they were getting me and how I got money and whatnot. I think finally, since I'm not even wearing my good stuff right now, I might as well go and try and find one final crate in this Warzone. One thing I will give the server to props is that I am, like, the first season, like, when everything was actually viable, and, you know, you were able to have a few days of work rather than a few months, especially, and, you know, I was more laid back. I was definitely more engaged, so it's partially my fault, partially the fact that I have no idea what I'm doing with this series, like, what I was doing with this series, like, at all. But yeah, again, the idea of having to always be making progress on camera and always having to have that clip done for that day and opening those crates, and it put an extra workload on, especially the fact that I would record a long amount every single day and I treat them as their own individual episodes. It was just little habits I formed that I really didn't have the time to edit down or cut down, so I've had long videos which no one would watch, or really short videos that I don't feel happy with. But it appears there are no more crates. It appears there's no more rambling to come out of me. I don't think there is anything else. So, yep, there's Vague Wyatt, and Master Scare's one of those, and then my other friend, who you all know as Wendo's crew, is, he's on there as well. So, there's really no more bluffing. There's really no more dancing around the ending. Like I said, I don't want to end this video because, I don't know, I feel as if I feel as if this decision is probably not going to be received the best. The videos the videos gained adequate views. They gained 5 views, and for this channel, which is a channel which has been through a lot of ups and downs, you know, for me, 5 views is a lot, and I thank you for being one of those 5. I mean, even 20 views now is amazing. That Bitcoin video that got 1,000 views, that Jacksepticeye video. The videos I'm most proud of are the ones which sort of took off and got promoted for some reason, not at all. Like, didn't do things. I wasn't riding off coattails, I was playing what I wanted to at the right time, and that's how it works. And that's why I want to grow this channel, so in a sense, do I want to leave this place behind? No. Is this video game far too sentimental? Hell yes, but I think it's about time I stop rambling. And I think it's about time that I just stop this series in general. I guess there's no more content here, and if you wish there were, then I'm sure Target can entertain you. But I feel as if I have filled in that void, and I feel as if I've succeeded at what I came here to do. So I'm leaving on the positive, and I'm leaving before this gets stale for me and you. So take that as you will. But like I said, this season of Skymetro, there's things I liked, things I didn't. The Bleak Island expansions as well. Why? And 1 million iron golem spawns. They just turned me off. But we have a villager as well. If you want any of my stuff, then feel free to just ask me for anything. I'd happily give it you. But I suppose that's it. There's no more dancing around anymore. There's no more endings. But with all said, and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name is Neremik, and peace out.